Right then, here we go. The song is Sunshine After the Rain. I think it's Elkie Brooks. I am going to write him up. I just can't. I'm going to have to get the laptop out and see if I can do it that way. Nothing wrong with the internet. It's just the phones. So I don't know if it's the heat, the phones, what, I don't know. So we've got Aquarius, 10th house and the moon. We are in Mercury retrograde, so that fits with some of the things that we've been seeing. I haven't even been able to look at the comments yet. I'm going to get the laptop out and have a look. But it's all about passwords and I've forgotten half of them. So, there we go. Oh no. Today's card is the moon card. We've probably got a full moon or a new moon coming up, haven't we? Let's hope I haven't missed it. 18th of July 2025. It's about being torn, not knowing which way to turn, not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, or seeing it finally. We'll see. Still trying to keep it under 30 minutes. It's still very hot. Can't cope with this. It's one of them where you get out of the shower and you still feel yuck. So let's have a look. I want to see the sunshine after the rain. Well, I think some of us want to see the rain after the sunshine. Cool things down. So that's backwards way on, isn't it? Bluebirds flying. There it is. So it's a dark place, tread carefully or you may stumble and fall. So it's as if you're walking about in a dark place. Feel your way through it. Somebody wearing a false mask. Somebody pretending to be something they're not. A demon black magician. Thinks he's got a calling. Drug dealers, criminals, using their power in a negative way. At the very least lies, deceit and theft. It's about siblings. It is Gemini, which is Mercury, which is in retrograde. We've got the passion flower, the roses, and the honeysuckle. The 9 realms, 1 or 28. And we've got the 16, which is a blessing in disguise. This is going to cause towers to fall, destroying something to rebuild it on stronger foundations. 16, Pisces in Neptune. It's been going on since 2011. It is a crumbling tower that we've built for ourselves. There's the mask falling, the mask's falling off. That's become our prison. It's about a union, mutual love fest, not necessarily romantic. There is 2 people here that love unconditionally each other. 2 snakes, 2 serpents, those born in this year. Could be twins. Financial success, stability. This is a good and generous friend, somebody that if you give them lemons, they'll make lemonade. They are reliable and predictable. Your strongest friend is Taurus energy. But there is 2 towers here, and only one's been destroyed, the other one's still standing. So we've got to tread carefully because those foundations aren't strong enough. There's Cancer, home and family life, and there's the 2 dogs, people born in the year of the dog. There is something here that is very dark. A narcissist is at work, and now we've got the title, Slow Progress. Mercury retrograde, there it is, the 2 of Swords, needing to make a decision, not sure of the facts, having to revisit something, maybe protecting others, or in denial. The answer should be no for now, unless God, look off my throat. Sorry. Okay, the answer should be no, unless you are revisiting something. I don't know what I said there. I said something that they didn't want to be said. So, 9 months. A child that's not born, a project that doesn't get off the ground. Tread carefully. Don't start anything during Mercury retrograde. I think we've got till the 14th of August. But I'm not sure. You have to check on that one. Do not start anything now, especially with anybody you've only just met. Narcissists are at work. Liars, deceivers, criminals. Yeah, especially to do with reproductive organs, so health issues. Somebody may be lying about that, pretending to be healthy when they're not, or joint finances. So they may be lying about how much they are earning or how much they provide. You have to be open to this destruction because it's a blessing in disguise. 4 months. Don't sit there thinking it's going to blow over because it won't. Better to embrace it than to let it catch you unawares because something's going on behind your back. Lies, deceit and theft. 7 weeks. Underhand dealing, something you're unaware of because you're too wrapped up in being the calm one, the one that doesn't rock the boat. You've got to turn it on its head. You've got to be prepared to destroy that tower because this is the only deck where the tower is actually with the Hanged Man. It's Pisces energy. It is being the martyr or the victim no longer works. You've got to learn to say no. Put your boundaries in place. issues with the liver, the feet and toes will be healed. The number 12 for you is positive. If you put your boundaries in place and say no. After Mercury retrograde, things will, you'll be able to make the decision. Not until, somebody's dwelling on the past, mourning the past, grieving the past. The past is over. Future's not promised, you've got to live in the now. Stop crying over spilt milk. This is going to cost somebody a lot of money or security. Number 10, it's coming to an end. Something financial. Somebody may have stolen an inheritance or a large sum of money. There's the tower again. That tower must fall. We must bring it down to ground level because it's become our prison. Storms, sunshine after the rain. 16, negative energy, and there's the sunshine but it's not coming out. 19, negative energy. Somebody's deliberately trying to block your path, put obstacles in your way, delays in travel. This is unhappiness, this is problems with children. Somebody's deliberately keeping you in the dark. False promises, false masks being worn. Somebody pretending to be something they're not. Yeah, Leo energy, the drama queen, Violet Elizabeth, Dennis, Langford, Waterman, Bonnie, the lily, the rose, the forget-me-not. High maintenance female. She will scream and scream and scream until she's sick if she doesn't get what she wants. There it is again, the rain. Mercury retrograde. Storm clouds brewing, but don't be afraid of them. Embrace them. Don't back down. You have to be prepared to turn your world upside down. Somebody has abandonment issues. Yeah, they will be found out. This lie, this deceit, this theft will be found out. And you will see clearly. Unconditional love, Cancer energy, 21st of June, 21st of July. Fill your own cup. Don't wait for others to fill it for you. Your cup is refillable by you. Unconditional love by an older man. 9 weeks, you finally realise this nightmare needs to come to an end. The door has always been open, you've just not chose to go through it. No more sleepless nights. 9 weeks. Because somebody set the house on fire, their attention was elsewhere. Now they're crying over spilt milk. Well, it's hard luck. Suck it up, buttercup. Build a bridge, get over it. Because the past is over, the future's not promised. We live in the now. The truth will set you free. It will bring clarity to all this confusion. And then you can rise to a higher level. The phoenix will rise from the ashes. So there's a promise. When you bring those castles down, those walls down, you will rise like the phoenix. Joshua, the walls cannot hold you. But there is still something to be learnt here. Sagittarius, the number 14, Tony, Philip, Emily, Kerry, Chris. A balance is needed. Patience, again. We are going to be put through the ringer again, through the blacksmith's forge, and battered and battered and battered until we come out like a beautiful sword, Excalibur. But we will have learned a hard lesson. It's a blessing in disguise, this one. 10 cards is about ambition, sometimes greed, career. Capricorn, so the knees, the bones, the teeth, geriatric issues, workplace, home, dentists, government buildings, law courts. The colours red and white. the outer environment, your public life, your social status, ambition, parents, career, trade or profession, recognition, authority figures. Somebody trying to make their mark on the world. It's the lack of motivation they want to talk about. There's somebody with apathy there. You've got to have the motivation. A rocket up your backside. With the moon there, it could be writing and travel, but there's obstacles all over this. Aquarius means you've got to face the chaos head on. Like Pandora, don't lose hope. Shine your light brightly, don't dim your light. The moon in Aquarius. Detach yourself, take a step back. Emotionally unpredictable, independent, unconventional, isolated, uncommitted. The moon in Aquarius prefers friendship to intimacy. There we are. So there's maybe love here, but it's a friendship love. There's no intimacy whatsoever. So, oh yeah, the cup is empty. Perthu, risks, gambling, losses. This is the cup for the dice. And it is reversed. So, Perthu. Number 14. So, again, 14. This is about your chance, your destiny. You may miss the chance for destiny, or think you have. This is the time to revisit that during Mercury retrograde, but not to start anything new. So, it's a gamble. Do you or don't you? Poirot is a source of recreation and amusement to the great, where warriors sit blindly together in the banqueting hall. Well, no, they don't, because it says there nobody's attending that banquet. Nine of Cups reversed. The letter P. The rune is primarily associated with mysteries and amusement that result from revelation, so gossip. However, there is a reason to believe that that part of the poem is mistranslation, and that it's the wives of the warriors, so wives, who take joy in revelation of secrets. So they love telling you bad news by the look of it. It's beginnings and endings of all kinds, mysteries of the occult and what lies before and after. Associated with gaming, and the very shape of the rune suggests a dice cup. The word Perthu is said to mean a pawn or gaming piece. So somebody is playing games with you. Mind games, probably. Winning and losing, powerful concepts related to fateful runes. Game of chance and skill, governed by all the goddesses. This goes for life too, the greatest game of chance and skill of all. In Norse mythology, is eternally weaving enigmatic goddesses and not forthcoming with their knowledge. So you have it to learn. You've got to learn yourself. Learn a lesson. Even Odin himself, the Hanged Man, number 12, Wednesday, resorts to outrageous bribery to find what the web of the weird has in store. Although Odin had little influence on the weavers of the webs, the same cannot be said for his wife. A paragon of domestic virtue, or someone who seems to be patronage of women in labour, so they're not pregnant, or somebody's lied about pregnancy, or a child being abandoned. Somebody, paternity issues maybe. battlefields, and the afterlife of the father. So it is inverted. Fate can deal crushing blows when Perthor is inverted in a reading. The pattern of faith takes a darker hue, and the game of life will transform the board into something rather frightening and unfamiliar. Perhaps you have overestimated your chances of success and have overplayed your hand. There are facts you are unaware of, yes, because they're being kept from you. So proceed cautiously, gamble nothing, which is what I said with the 18. Walk as if you're on thin ice. And wait until the Norns are in better humour. So maybe that's why they're trying to stop the songs getting out, because there's only so much you're allowed to know. The Vulture and Asphodel upheaval. There it is. The tower will be brought crashing down, but you will rise again. So we've got 2 towers, which is what we've got on the moon card. So where's the other tower? There's one. There it is. 2 towers. 9-11 again. So that may mean something. 16, 18, 20. And this is 14. So we've got 14 there, we've got 14 there, and we've got 14 there. So that must mean something. The vultures are circling, possibly over this large sum of money, the inheritance, whatever it is. It brings about an upheaval, but it is a blessing in disguise, spirits say. So the 14, let's see what they want us to know. Upheaval. The vulture and asphodel indicates an unforeseen upheaval leading to grief, mourning, which we've got twice, 5 of cups. Somebody grieving, mourning the loss of something or someone, or regret. The vulture is often associated with death, but it plays an important role in our ecosystem. Its consumption of carrion, the decaying flesh of animals, prevents the spread of disease. Relatedly, in Greek myth, asphodel was said to grow in the underworld, and to the Victorians it sent a tragic message: my regrets follow you to the grave. So somebody will always regret this. Often what follows upheaval looks like ruin, and it's tempting to clear the rubble and start again. The vulture and asphodel remind us that there is value in what's been lost. Take time to grieve before you rebuild, lest you harbour regret. So, it is in the upright. A trauma has or will occur, and you need time to grieve. Cleanse your wounds carefully before you attempt to move on to the next thing. So don't go straight from one relationship to another, straight from one situation to another. Work. Think about it. How do I experience my grief, and how do I redefine myself after this upheaval? Don't jump out the frying pan into the fire is what they're saying. And Mandrake, there it is, 17 wishes and dreams can come true. This is on Harry Potter, that plant that screamed its head off when you pull it out the ground. So 17. The planet of Venus, love, Saturn, truth, Mars, war. Mandrake in all its forms is a deeply magical plant used by witches for love magic. So I've told you before, you can't make someone love you with magic, because as soon as true love walks in the building, the illusion, the charm, the whatever it is will be broken. Fertility, lust, protection. The famous witch's flying ointment. as chemically it contains the alkaloid rich deliriants of scopolamine, he, heocycline, and atropine, mixed in a salve and other poisonous plants, particularly with those of the nightshade family. It aids the witches to fly to the Sabbath, but care must be used in the doses and application. So go careful with your tablets, or your medication, make sure you're taking the right dosage. Like the plants of the nightshade family, the mandrake has a 5-petal flower that evokes the powers of the witch's pentagram, an association with the planet Venus, moving in a 5-pointed pattern. So Venus might be up to summit with the earth and the sun. We've got the sun there. No, we haven't got the moon, sorry, so strike that one. While there are several non-nightshade plants claiming the name of mandrake, including English mandrake, better known as white bryony, so the name bryony could be important, American mandrake, better known as mayapple, and even Asian mandrake, another name for ginseng, true mandrake are the nightshade family and Mandragora Venus. While considered a sacred magical herb, with associations today with Hecate, Diana, Hermes and Mercury. Mercury's in retrograde, Hermes is messages, Diana is Artemis the Huntress, number 14, Sagittarius, and Hecate is the crossroads. Definition of insanity, it's doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. It has always a sinister reputation due to its human-like shape, which would often be crafted into a doll or a puppet, referred to as Aluron or mannequin. The spirit of the root was said to draw within. In that way, a witch could fare forth into the world of spirit by animating a root doll capable of doing the witch's bidding. Excuse me. Animating a root doll capable of doing the witch's bidding, conferring protection and blessings upon a household or smiting enemies. The doll is often clothed and regularly fed with water, wine, milk or blood, empowering it to perform these duties. Law tells us that the mandrake is created by the fallen semen of hanged man at the gallows. So there's the hanged man again mentioned. And that when dug, its scream can kill a human, evoking the idea of enticing a hungry dog tied to the loose root. So we just had a yapping dog, so that's important because we've got 2 at the bottom of the moon. To rip it out of the ground by placing meat just outside of the dog's reach, and thus the dog bears the scream's deadly sound, not the human harvesting it. While there is no truth to dying when unearthing mandrake, we can attest to the shift of energy in a space where mandrake is repotted or dug up, releasing its magical presence. A pinch of mandrake root is a powerful catalyst for any spell, bringing an intense force to make things happen. Its use in fertility and medicine, so somebody's, like I said, lying about fertility, as well as love and lust, is biblical. So they've told us to look at this before, but if you want to look it up, Genesis 30, 14 to 16, and Song of Songs 7, 12 to 13. Its baneful nature makes it useful in domination and cursing as well as protection. Though the otherworldly qualities grant the power of flight and vision, it can also be used to confer invisibility. Someone doesn't want to be seen doing what they're doing. As a plant spirit, mandrake is the prominent teacher of witches, being the most human of baneful herbs. Mandrake can act as a guide or a teacher in magic, initiating us into the crooked path and meet the witch goddess of God. In spiritual healing, the flower essence is used to heal issues around power. And there's power struggles here, particularly around abuse of sorcerous powers, as in cases where we have to use powers to unnecessarily harm or others have harmed us with magic. And if you do that, remember it always comes back to you tenfold. Mandrake can also help us find an appropriate blend of spirituality, magic, and sexuality, and find empowerment through seeming transgressions against mainstream society or breaking with expectations. So, it doesn't matter what others expect of you, it matters that you do the right thing for you and be happy, as long as you don't deliberately go out to harm anyone else. So, interesting that one. We haven't had one like that for ages, but I can understand why the songs are getting backed up, because there's definitely things they want you to figure out for yourselves. Mercury retrograde. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye bye.